My name is Brian Scofield, and I live at 883 Nib Road in Pascoag. I just wanted to give a few brief comments on how this is affecting my life and give my perspective. I bought my house in Pascoag in 2011. We chose to make Burrowville the place where we would raise our family and settle down. We chose it because it was quiet, scenic, and a safe place to raise our daughter, who is now 4. We also now have a 1-month-old son. We have loved it here. It has been everything we had hoped for and more. I have seen and interacted with more nature in my 5 years here than my previous 30. Even running across that black bear that had been seen around. We have had great neighbors helping us out in the first few winters here when I didn't have the right snow removal equipment and others. They've given gifts to my daughter. They say hi all the time. So we've really been happy. That will all change now. If this power plant is built, it will not be a question of if we move, it will be when. I refuse to take on significant health risks to my young children as they develop. I can be shown all the studies in the world on the effects and the mitigating factors. I will continue to use my common sense and best judgment. I'm an accountant and not a scientist, but I have definitely been around long enough to know not to believe everything you hear, especially when there is money and motivation behind something. And if that was removed from this project, I think we all know how scary the facts would be. And you don't have to look far for examples of that, i.e. Volkswagen, with their clean diesels. I thought I was doing everything right. I was really starting to be proud of what I had accomplished. I did what everyone said to do. I bought the roughest house in the nicest neighborhood I could afford. I have been working on my house constantly since I moved in. Hundreds of hours of sweat equity, mostly with my father and me. When I purchased the house, I was able to put down only 15%. So for a while, I paid PMI. After 2 years, I was able to get rid of the PMI. Last year, I refinanced and switched to a 15-year mortgage. The house was going to give me the ability to pay for college for my children and to generally feel like I could retire one day. That will all be gone now. I have read the same research papers that other people have, probably with their estimates of home value reductions near power plants. I feel extremely confident in saying that I believe I will lose 15 to 25% of my home value. Losing everything that I have worked so hard for. What needs to be acknowledged here is that what this power plant does is strip away the core of what Burrowville is, its appeal, and what drew me here. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to compare what I expect to be my situation with others here who have dealt with far greater issues. I know there is no replacement for health. I would have hoped we learned from the past, but it doesn't seem that is the case. In closing, I just want to say that I beg the board to reject the application. There is nothing Invenergy can offer us that would be worth the costs. I do not need property tax relief, as I feel they are competitively priced already. I do not need lower energy costs. My current monthly bill is between $60 and $80 a month, as I have all LED lighting and newer appliances. It's not about the money to me. I will move regardless. I only mention the money to show part of the impact on families trying to do the right thing. I thank you for your time and hope that the right decision will be made.